Hi, obviously I'm not an artist, and welcome to this new series. In this vlog, I'm going to be displaying and discussing Issue 1 of Hachette's Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol. Issue 1 comes with a sprue that has a Terminator Captain and a winged Tyranid Prime, but for this vlog though, I'll be painting just the Captain. Frequent viewers of this channel will be aware that I have a Space Marine army, and maybe even know that I already have a Terminator Captain. Actually, I technically have two. A Blood Angels Captain in Relic Terminator armour, specifically Cataphracti armour, and the channel's most active mini appearing in its 6th video, Captain Garleon, of the Blood Angels First Company. Welcome back, Captain. Rather than do a third Blood Angels Terminator Captain, I decided with some advice from comments on previous videos that a Flesh Tearers detachment would be a nice change of pace. So moving forward, the majority of the Space Marine Combat Patrol will belong to the Flesh Tearers chapter. The Flesh Tearers are a successor chapter of the Blood Angels, created in the Second Founding, not long after the Horus Heresy. They were originally led by the absolute lunatic Nasir Amit, a guy who felt his Terminator armor needed tuned chain fists. In the 41st millennium, it is led by the absolute lunatic Gabriel Zeth, a guy who feels that his chainsword needed to be two-handed and massive. Upon inception, the Flesh Tearers were a fleet-based chapter for some time until they eventually set up base on the death world of Cretacia. After they eradicated the Space Marine-sized insects from their new homes, they rampaged across the galaxy acting like Chaos Space Marines, but claiming loyalist status. That's enough about the Flesh Tearers for now, let's discuss the new captain. The model is from the Space Marine Combat Patrol, but prior to that it was in the 10th edition release box Leviathan. Before the Captain was released though, there was this Terminator Captain available to purchase, and I have painted him as a Blood Angel Terminator Sergeant, as my actual Terminator squad is a ramshackle unit of 3rd edition Space Hulk and Space Marine Heroes Series 2 minis, and doesn't have an official Sergeant. And since I have Captain Garleon, hello again there Captain, he took a demotion. This new Captain as a mini is well sculpted with a dynamic pose and an interesting looking tactical rock for a change, with a large decapitated Tyranid bioform at its feet. I was surprised by the size, but not necessarily the amount of mould lines on the model, specifically the ones on the shoulder and the cape. After these were removed, I primed the model black and then did a zenithal with white. I painted the base first, starting with using some astrogranite to cover any surface that tactical rock didn't, then painted Eshin Grey over the rock and then lined with null oil. Following up with lighter greys to highlight. On the Tyranid, I used a combination of blues and purples. I'll go into the exact paints when I actually paint a Tyranid in the next video. I will say it's close to the High Fleet Hydra scheme, as I wanted a look close to the original colours of the Space Hulk Gene Stealers. From there I based the Captain with Corn Red, which is close to the Rouge Purple of the Flesh Tearers armour, then blocked in the under armour Aquila and weapon with black, Purity Seals with red and off-white, and metallics with gold and silver. As this is a monopose push-fit miniature, it is quite easy to remove the arms to paint separately, which I've done here. After base coats, recesses and silver metallics are shaded with null oil, then edge highlights are applied with brighter colours. After assembly, this is the result. It will need some decals, but they're not yet readily available. While this mini has a spin, let's take a look inside the issue. The issue opens with the assembly instructions for first the Captain and then the Tyranid Prime. Then it reveals the lore of Warhammer from the Imperial's perspective, followed by some information on the Space Marines, then the Tyranids. Data sheets are included for both models, and then Mission 1 First Strike, a very simple 1v1 melee contest between the Captain and the Prime. There is also a very simple narrative taking place here too, stating what is happening as the hits, wounds and saves take place. It's very welcome and gives what sometimes can be a sterile dice rolling affair some flavour. Anyway, Model 1 from Issue 1 is complete. In the next log, I'll be painting my first Tyranid since 2nd edition, the Winged Tyranid Prime. Really excited about this one. Please like, comment and subscribe as I continue to chronicle the construction and creating.